Good morning, party people. Good morning. Hello. It's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I'm here today on a Thursday. Seems like Thursday because we're here Monday through Friday doing live stuff. Good morning. Who's on here this morning? Good morning, Nancy. Hi, Mary. She says, happy Thursday. FYI, Randy, it's Thursday. Got it. Hi, PK. It's sunny in Virginia. Yay. Hope you're doing great. Hi. Hi, Lori. Lori can only stay for a few minutes. That's good. We are glad that you are here. I did my duty, PK. I have hit the like button. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. I appreciate you. I have been sending healing vibes. Hello, hello. Good morning, Marsha. Me too. Hitting the like button. Good job. You guys are good at this. In between books right now. Oh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so how is Shannon doing? Shannon is still sick. She didn't text today, but she texted yesterday, I think, and she said that she was still she's still like not good. So I don't know. I hope everything is going okay. I said perhaps we need to visit the doctor. She's like, no. You know how that goes. Let me move this over. But whatever. So I finally taught myself to crochet. So I've been working on a blanket and listening to my audio of the sci-fi reread. Oh. Does she have COVID? No, she's took a test and that was negative, so she does not have that. So the test said. I don't know. But maybe she's secretly still in Florida. I hope so. I hope she's secretly still in Florida and she's just like, Randy, I missed my flight. But I don't think Shannon would lie. And plus, we're pretty, I'm like, go. Be a person. Live your life. Take days off. Go. Have fun. So I'm pretty sure she knows she can pretty much do whatever she wants. So I don't think she would have to lie. I thought that too. You guys. So how's everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday? Does anybody else pick up on the fact that I can never remember what day it is? Although I do know it's Cinco de Mayo. So happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. Yay. Cinco de Mayo. So Cinco de Mayo happened in 1825? That doesn't seem right. It's 18 something. And that is when Mexico defeated the French, correct? Mexico had a win at Guadalupe. Was it Guadalupe? Against the French. I know it was the French. And so that is why it's celebrated. I don't know what year it was, but I do know. Apparently I'm not very good with dates. but I do know that they defeated the French. And I think it was at Guadalupe. Anyway, so that is the Cinco de Mayo. So the colors that we are not focusing on today because we already have this project on our mat, but if you were to be looking for colors for this day, they would be red and green and white. Good morning, Patty. Heads up, Mercury is in retrograde coming on Tuesday until June 3rd. Oh boy. I wonder what that means for me. Does that mean maybe it'll get better? I don't know. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now that we're not going to discuss in detail, but I'm just like, why? Maybe it's got something to do with Mercury. I have never been good with dates. Me either, Nancy. Oh boy, that doesn't sound like something we need right now. No. So yesterday I was here again by myself, and I am shipping out all the orders. I brought the box up here. Oh, it's over there. I got to put it out on the porch. So I got one round of orders ready to go out, because there was like, I did like 40 yesterday, so there's probably like another 40 today. So I was splitting them up. So that's what I will be doing today. Finishing that up. And then I got to figure out my ticket situation, because this calendar, Shannon's calendar, says switch the tickets. But my calendar says switch the tickets on the 6th. But I don't know why, so I got to look at that. Seems to have been some discrepancy here. Shannon is probably right. She makes me little notes so I can remember things. Oh, this usually affects communication and relationships, technology, contracts, etc. Wonderful. That just sounds like a big basket of wonderful PK. Oh, look at Mr. Bunsen. He loves to lay on my notebook. Watch, he's gonna lay down right there. He's like, oh, my mom's notebook. It's wonderful. It's just like to sniff the ink and lay here and sleep. Silly kitty. The pre-retrograde shadow will begin on April 25th. April 25th. And is that already happening? That must be already happening. And the post-retrograde shadow ends on June 18th. Okay, so from April 25th to June 18th, basically we're going to have problems, is what you're telling me. Clearly, we're already in the problems because Shannon is sick. I am like, and we just got back from vacation. It usually takes me like at least a week to bounce back into like remembering all the things I'm supposed to do. So for the most part, I think it's going good. Thank God Brandon was here the other day, because I would have been like, but it was fine. He's an ink sniffer. Mr. Benson, are you an ink sniffer? He says, don't talk to me. It's my morning nap time. Combine the retrograde with the CMEs, and that are happening right now, and we are in it for an interesting time. Yeah, I believe it. Sammy likes to lay out on any of my papers. Yeah, I don't know what it is with papers. Oh my goodness. Mr. Bunsen did the funniest thing yesterday. So when he wants my attention, he climbs up on this little table downstairs, and I was shipping, so I have like a stand-up desk, so I'm standing typing, putting in the, getting the labels and everything. And so then he gets up on the desk, and then he jumps up onto the stand-up desk, so he's like right here. This is what he does when he wants me to not be working. And then he puts his little paws and he like climbs up on me and stands on 2 feet, and he's just like, hold me, and he like lays on my shoulder, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you're such a baby. So I pick him up and I'm bouncing him around, and I'm like, okay, you've had your attention now. And I go to put him on his little shelf, which is kind of high, but I'm holding him, so I kind of boost him up there. Now normally when I do this, he just like gets up there, lays down, goes to sleep. But not yesterday. Yesterday I was like, and he wouldn't go. I was like, okay. So I go again, and I'm like, no, you have to go up there. So I'm like really trying to put him up there, and he wouldn't grab on with his claws. He's just like, he put his paws up there, but he wouldn't grab on. So then his little feet were dangling off the other end, kicked all the boxes over, and he's just like, I'm not going up there. I was like, oh my goodness, you're so silly. I had to go tell Jefferson. He was outside making hamburgers. We had grilling yesterday, if you could believe it, in the sunshine. Jefferson made hamburgers. I would like that, Rebecca. We need to get together here soon. A solar eclipse last week. It's very busy. Lots of things going on, for real. So anyway, today, I don't really have anything specifically planned for this morning live. I was just gonna finish these earrings because we started them yesterday, and figured we would maybe talk about some stuff. I don't know what kind of stuff, but stuff. I got a book yesterday. No. I got a book the other day. Whatever it was, small bookstore, what is it called? I got a sticker. It said, independent bookstore something day. It was independent bookstore day. And I didn't know it was independent bookstore day because I feel like these days just come out of nowhere and I'm just like, what? Since when is this a day? But okay. So I happened to go to the co-op because I needed lettuce because I'm on the new lifestyle. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm on the new lifestyle, which is a code AKA for I'm on the diet, but it's not a diet because it's a new lifestyle to live my life accordingly. Anyways, went to the co-op, and our bookstore is attached to the co-op, and I was like, oh, I'll just go in there because sometimes they have really good jewelry books. You know, I love beady history, so I was like, oh, I'll just go in there and look for some beady history books. And she's like, oh, it's independent bookstore day, so if you buy a book, you get something free from this table. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And we got 20% off, so that was really cool. I posted pictures of them in the Facebook, but I didn't really have time to explain. One of them was a double set of costume from 1809 to 1925 or something. It's like, anyways, dressing, how people were dressing in America, in England, in like all over, pretty much, during those time periods. So the history of that is important to me because I like to learn about that kind of thing, about like what kind of jewelry they were wearing, what was popular then, what was, you know, all that. And if anybody knows me, they know I'm obsessed with the Edwardian period, so it's a thing. Anyway, I got that. Super good price for that. And then I got, there was another one. Wasn't there another one? Textiles? There was something else. Oh, no, rings. The history of rings, different rings in different cultures, and what you wear them on certain fingers and the meanings behind these certain things, which I was like, yeah, that seems like something I need in my life. So I got those. And then my free book, one of the only one that really spoke out to me, because, you know, they kind of just put their, like, maybe their books they're not selling or something there. And this one was called The History of the Universe in Short Little Stories or whatever. So like a little tiny book, it's only like this big. And so I'm like, oh, maybe this is funny or something. I didn't even flip through it. I just picked it up. So then I bring it home and I started reading in the first chapter, and it's talking about like how the universe was made and all this. And it's talking about stars and all this business. But the chapters are like 3 pages, and I'm like, oh, so they've condensed this down to 3 pages. I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting. So I don't know what they'll have to tell me next, but it talks about all these events. So I'm excited. All that to say this, I'm excited about it. It's my new book. It's been 70 yesterday. Do any of you guys use the anti-tarnish tabs for your jewelry sale bags? Do any of you guys use the anti-tarnish tabs for your jewelry sale bags? There seems to be a day for everything. Patty, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Am I missing out on something? I don't, Patty, but should. Have thought of doing it, just haven't done it. Anti-tarnish bags. Are you talking about like those little packet things that you put in there? What do they call those? Well, she said tabs. It's a card that is anti-tarnish. Oh. I did not know these things. They're black tabs. I was unaware. Billions and billions of years ago in these 3 pages. Yeah, that's how it is, Mary. That's like literally how it started. It started out once upon a time. I was like, yeah, this is for me. No, I am not using those because I'd never heard of them before. I guess the question is, do you store your jewelry in bags, right? Because I usually don't. I don't store my jewelry in bags. Like, if I have to go somewhere, I put them in bags, but, like, I don't store them in bags, like in plastic bags. I don't know if that is important. It kind of seems like it would be, because maybe you get water, like, not water, but like, you know, what's the words I'm looking for? Vapors or some kind of something inside the bag, and the bag sweats and then it causes problems. Like maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I'm a trendsetter. Yes, you are, Patty. You are a trendsetter. Once upon a time. Beginning of a nonfiction book. Yeah, I know, right? Does anyone have a Square credit card reader or something similar? Yes, I have a Square credit card reader. Nancy, do you have questions? I probably have answers. I buy the black tabs. Where do you buy the black tabs? I'm going to have to research this now. I have questions. I just don't want anyone to come back complaining. I tried to use stainless steel, but... Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of like a thing. If you're working with any kind of metal, even if it's precious metal, like it's going to tarnish. I always just tell people to get the yellow sunshine cloths if they have problems with their stuff, because they can just shine it right up. But I always try to tell people, like, you know, especially if I'm working like with a base metal type of situation, like these are base metal. This means that they're coated by this, but the metal on the inside is usually like a brass or whatever. It's whatever. And it will tarnish over time, especially, it really does depend on how people take care of their jewelry. Like me, I was just looking at this today. This was what I was going to do. So, as many of you have seen, I do have this big, humongous jewelry box upstairs. My friend Amber gave it to me. She like put the drawer, she like refurbished it or whatever, and she gave it to me as a present. And it's huge. It's like a stand-up one. And the doors open up and all this. And I have it upstairs, but I think I need to move it downstairs because I don't get dressed upstairs. You know? So like, now I gotta do extra up and down for jewelry, which causes me to have this extra jewelry thing in the bathroom in the downstairs because I don't want to go back upstairs after I've already come downstairs, you know, because I'm lazy. And so what I do is I get some jewelry, I bring it down here, I wear that jewelry for a while, then I take it all out of there and I take it upstairs, I get new jewelry, and we funnel in the jewelry, right? But then I was thinking today, I was like, oh, I should do that, I should switch this out. And then I was like, I'll just bring that down here because that doesn't make any sense. And then I was thinking, where am I going to put it? You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it over there. Anyways, not the point. Point is I have jewelry in the bathroom where we shower with the water, the door closed. And we have a fan, but like, you know. And I'm like, maybe that's probably not good for it. You know, because of the tarnishing and the... What are the words I'm looking for? About the water. Not the vapors. Anyways, I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't keep it in there. I just don't want anybody, I do, Nancy. I have the portable little square. They are wonderful. I use PayPal. I just need an explanation, please. I thought I would mention it. Everyone should have a sunshine cloth. They really work. Square will provide the portable card reader for free, and they take a percentage of the transaction. Humidity. There you go. Thank you, Nancy. Why I need all my friends. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay, so the Square thing. So I have Square. I've had Square for even before I started my business. I had Square, the Square reader. I had it for a long time, like probably like 8-10 years. And so basically, you go to square.com if you want a Square reader, and you sign up with them. You create an account. And they're going to ask you to connect your bank account. And so what they do is you put in your routing numbers and all of this. And then after you got your account created, you put in your routing numbers. And then they're going to send a deposit of like 2 cents or a cent or something, a little tiny amount of money, to your account. And then they're going to withdraw it back out. And they want to see that this account is, is like an actual working bank account. And so once you've done that, and let me say this, if you don't feel comfortable giving your actual checking account, which I have done and have had no problems ever. But if you do not feel comfortable, a thing you can do is if you have a PayPal account and if you have a PayPal account, this is a completely separate thing. But you can use your PayPal account on Square if you have a PayPal account and you get the prepaid credit card, which also, if you're ordering a lot of things online, it might be a good thing for you to do. Or if you do money on PayPal where you have to withdraw a bunch of money. So it's a PayPal credit card. It's a prepaid card, but it is also linked to your PayPal account. So these are things to know. Prepaid PayPal card is a separate thing from your PayPal account. However, they are linked. So what you can do is when you get money in, say from friends or a sale or something, you can take your money from your PayPal account and put it onto your PayPal card. Now you can use this card at stores or at wherever. It's just like a credit card. It's already got money loaded onto it. Also, you can use that card for purchases online when they ask for your credit card number, so you don't have to give out your PayPal information. You know, it's up to you. But if you give out your PayPal information and you have $400 in your PayPal account, or if your PayPal account is linked to your checking account and that gets hacked, which has happened to me, there is a possibility that you could lose money that way. If you have the PayPal card, prepaid card, and you only keep $200 loaded onto it, they can only get $200. Does that make sense? So all that to say this, if you have that card comes with its own routing number and bank account number. You can treat it as a separate checking account. So if you have Square and you don't want to give your actual numbers, you can use that prepaid bank account on that PayPal card, which is separate from all these other things I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be confusing. Yes, Rosanna says, yes, my sales automatically go into my prepaid MasterCard. So she has the card. That's where they go. So that can act, it has, if you look it up online, it'll say, here's your card's routing number and here's your bank number, just like you would do with your normal bank. So you put that into Square, whatever. They're going to send this money and then they're going to verify that it's an actually working account. And then Square is going to send you for free the little card reader thing. The card reader thing goes into your phone. I'm like, where's my phone? My phone's on here as a camera, so we can't look at it. But it just plugs in. You have to have a headphone jack on your phone. Some of the newer phones that are coming out, the newer, like different types of phones, don't have headphone jacks anymore because everybody's using Wi-Fi headphones. So you have to make sure that it has that little plug, not like the one where you put your charger, but the other one, that little, just the little circle one where you put your headphones in. You have to have that in order to use it. A lot of times I have to take my case off of my cell phone because my case blocks it from being plugged in all the way. So I have to take my case off my cell phone in order to use it. So once you have all of that done and you have your card reader and you're going to say you're going to use it at a show, which you can totally do, to take payments, you are going to then set up your taxes on Square's website. So Square's going to ask you some questions. They're going to have your account stuff. They're going to ask you to set it all up. And then in the taxes, it asks you if you want to add tax, which you do if you're selling things. And you're going to look up your tax rate, which I'm sure a lot of you know how to do, but you just punch that in and it only allows you to have one tax rate going on at a time. So like when I go to North Dakota, I put in Annetta's tax rate, which is only like 5-point-something%. So then when I'm there selling, I have that highlighted and it's automatically going to add tax. So you swipe the cards, they take the money. Now, if you're in a place where you don't have internet, that's fine. You can set your Square to kind of like load the transactions, but it's not going to take them until you hit a Wi-Fi network. So there is a possibility that you would take a payment, maybe the person doesn't have the money on their card, it's rejected, and you could lose that way, but it's never happened to me. That's kind of the goings-ons. If you have Square, you can also punch in on your phone, like if the card reader's not working, you can punch in on your phone the numbers of the card, and it'll still take the payment, but when you do it that way, it takes more money. The percentage of money that Square takes is, I think, 2.9% credit card transaction, which is not that much considering that it's a very good convenience. I don't have a headphone jack on my phone. Dang. Yeah. Well, there might be another option now, Nancy. So, like, I've gotten mine a long time ago. I've had the same one, and over time, they have updated their readers, because a lot of the cards now have chips. You know, they have the chips or they have the tap, you know, that kind of thing. But you can take a payment regardless of having the jack. They probably have a Wi-Fi Bluetooth one now. You know, but sometimes you have to, if you want a fancier one, you have to pay money to them to get it. I don't know if that's the case because I haven't looked on there recently. I'm still using my old one from 10 years ago, which still works. Oh, wait, I do have that thing that plugs into the phone. Good. You can get a dongle to attach to your phone, or a small white square device from Square. Yep. I know people that have lost money because of no Wi-Fi, so I won't do it. The chip reader does cost, though. Yeah, they have like kind of updated types of readers. Like, there's all kinds of different readers. Like, but I just use the free one. And if I'm in a place where it's not like the card won't swipe, you know, and I don't know if that's just because maybe the card is old or whatever, and I gotta type the numbers in or whatever, it's like an extra percentage or something. It's like then 3% or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. The thing I like about Square is that they give you like a breakdown list of your sales tax. Like, you go online after, it's going to send you to your email account. It's going to send you how much money you've made. It's going to break down how much sales tax you've, you know, collected, how many sales, and then also it will take people's email information if they want to give it to you. It asks that, like, do you want us to send you an email receipt to collect their email, so that if you have an email list, you can add them to your email list. There are adapters available to plug phones without headphone jacks. Thank you, Hastings. Yes. So there are things to do, but I would highly recommend. Also, if you have an Etsy shop, you can connect your Square to your Etsy shop. Now, I don't know, when I looked into this, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I didn't do it because, so the whole purpose of the Square connecting to the Etsy shop is that you do it on Etsy, and you just connect your Square information. So in essence, you would be able to take inventory from your Etsy shop to your craft show without having to take anything down off the internet, without having to worry about the inventory. So, like, let's say something sells online, but you got it over here at the craft show, you know. So because they're linked, it's going to say when you want to sell that item or whatever, it's going to say, oh no, this item is sold online. It's going to keep track of your inventory, so you don't have to worry about that. However, when it does that, you're going to get a charge from Square, the 2.9% transaction fee, and you're going to get a charge from Etsy, the selling fee, and how much ever percentage they charge on Etsy. When you sell something online, they're also going to charge you at your show the additional 6% or whatever it is, which I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. If I want to take stuff from my inventory, I'm just going to deactivate it, take it. When I get back, I'm going to manually put it back in, which takes more time and effort, but it's like, why do I want to pay them twice? They're not at the craft show. The last time that they upped the fees, I added a small convenience fee. Adapters. I have that, Hastings Sanderson. I couldn't think of the word. Good morning, everybody. Popping in to say hello. Hi, Karen. I think I noticed that Etsy raised its fees to 6%. Yes, they did. So that's the goings-ons with the Square. That has been my experience with it. I use it all the time. I have not had any issues. And then, like, it also works out too. Like, if you maybe just have friends come over, or, you know, like, you want to just be like, oh, you know, they're like, oh, I'll buy this from you for whatever. You can just run it on your Square if they have a card. Because then you don't have to keep a bunch of cash. Of course, I always bring cash to my show anyway. But pretty much everybody at the show is not really bringing cash anymore. They're just bringing their cards. So it's kind of nice to have. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm still working on my earrings. I went downstairs last night and I got this treat ball for Lily. Lily started digging holes in the yard, you guys. And I have a treat ball, and you're supposed to put treats in it. But I filled it full of like little scraps of material. And I gave it to her, and then Jake stole it, because that's his favorite thing in life, is to pull things apart and pull the stuffing out of toys. So he thought that was great. But I found this piece of Jefferson's pants, and I was hoping that it would help us with this color situation on this mat. Good morning, popping in to say hello. I really like the Square. I never had any problems. Yeah, me either. I will not take checks at shows. Yeah, I don't take checks at shows either, Karen. Yeah, the craft show situation is upon us. It is upon us. I just texted Hannah this morning, or I emailed her. Hannah owns the Calico Moose here, which is a boutique. And I was just like, hey, Hannah, because we have a thing here called Third Thursday. And I've talked about it before because I went down there and did beading classes last Third Thursday. And I was telling her, I think it might be cool to like have me just set up outside on the sidewalk as like a draw into the store, you know, which I've done at other boutiques. Like I used to do it all the time for Homespun Treasures, for the old owner. But I don't know what she's gonna think about that. We'll see what she says. I have taken checks at local shows, but only if they're local. I took checks at the Annetta show before, because it's an older crowd, and it's Jefferson's hometown. It's like this little tiny town. You know, I'm just like, okay, fine. But I didn't have any problems with it. My PayPal reader will check checks. Yeah, now I did notice that the PayPal is coming out with a bunch of, I mean, it's probably not new. I do know they have a reader now. I've never seen one in person, but I do know that they have one. But yeah, I would recommend if you're going to use PayPal to set up that bank account, or if you just want to have it as a safety kind of thing, that you could just get the PayPal MasterCard and link it to your account, because that works out pretty good. These would go good together. And the thing about the prepaid MasterCard is it is $4.95 a month to have that card, to have that account. So it is a prepaid account that it does cost $5. My first and possibly only craft show is July 2nd. My first craft show? Nancy, I'm so excited. Oh, are you working on your setup and all your stuff? It's like the funnest part. I don't like these. Or these. I like these, but not with these sticks. La Sorry, I don't know if I like these or not. I want to like them, but maybe on here. We'll put them on there. Yeah, I'm trying to do more shows this year, just for, I don't know. I guess I'm like kind of deprived of shows because we didn't have shows, you know, before last year or whatever. It's kind of fun to get to know new people. I've lived in this town now going on what, two years or something? It's gonna be 2-3 years, and I don't even know anybody because I moved in the middle of the pandemic. So I'm just like, I gotta get social. Gotta get social over here. PayPal doesn't charge for my MasterCard. My sales go directly into it instantly, and then I use the card just like a regular MasterCard. Yeah. Maybe if you have it linked to, I have mine linked to my bank account, so I don't have it linked to my MasterCard, but I could. I used to in the past. So before, I was on this kick for about 8 years where I was not going to have a checking account because I thought it was dumb. And I was just like, no. So I was just doing everything prepaid, which actually was kind of nice because then I didn't have to worry about like anything going overdraft or automatic payments coming out or anything like that, you know? So I did use I even had my employer, I was even able to have my employer put money into my PayPal MasterCard as a direct deposit. Because it has a routing number, you can do that. It is work, but also fun. I was burned once. Check bounced. Sent her a letter. No response. Filed small claims court, and she had to pay the check, bank fees, and court costs. Yeah, it always sucks when people try to do stuff like that. I was talking with people, as you could probably see from other chats. Hi, Randy, and all the morning coffee people. Hi, Kim. This is not the right color. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Discovered this channel and these magnificent people. Well, we're so happy you're here, discovering us. Is the farmer's market a good location to sell for you? Rosanna. Well, that question's for Rosanna. I would think that it probably would be a good way for advertising locally. You know? Me too. I am a chatter. Oh, we've enlisted the brother. Brother's already made a wooden thingamajig that folds in half. Rural river town in Missouri. All have cash. That's wonderful. We have fun rain for 3 days. Will be raining through Sunday. Ugh. Jefferson, look at it. I put my key on backwards. Are they both on backwards? No, just this one. Jefferson said that it's not supposed to rain here all week, but it's looking pretty dark out there, honestly. I don't know. I think he went to Canada today. I don't know where he went. He was up early. There we go. Okay, got my keys on the right way. Oh, I gotta put those earring racks together today, you guys. I only have cash as well, Nancy. However, maybe closer to the fall, I will get a square. It's always good to have both options. Have you started your new big garden yet? Nope. We're going to do it this weekend. And when I say we, I mean Jefferson. I got to get coffee. Jeff's got a plan. I'm going to get my vegetable box, but he said, I know you have big dreams about this garden, but you're just going to get one vegetable box. And I said, that's okay. One is better than none at all. But I did talk to him about the little walkway, because I told him we're gonna have to run hoses back there, and then the hoses will kill the grass if you keep putting them in the same spot. But we don't really have a choice because we only have one spigot. It's like over on this side of the house, and it's gonna go all the way to the back. So anyway. We talked about that. So we're going to get going on that tonight. He's got a plan, and I'm excited. Not tonight, this weekend. You're funny. You make me laugh out loud. That is how we works in the house as well. Well, I probably could get involved. And like do things and stuff, but let's be real. Jefferson is not me and Jefferson, we disagree on 99% of pretty much everything. Like, we agree that it needs to be done, but we disagree on 99% on how things need to be done. So I have learned over the course of these goings-ons that I just need to stay out of the way. And in doing this, it's super funny because he thinks I'm like, he's like, oh, well, you're not going to do that, or you're whatever. And I'm like, no, honey, I just do that so that we don't have to fight. I just stay out of your way because you're kind of a bit much when it comes to projects. So I think he just thinks I'm lazy, but I don't care. I'm like, whatever, go ahead. Look, I got other things to do. Whatever, it's fine. I'll be in the house beading. Let me know if you need help. Besides, you're not supposed to get sweaty. You know, I'm not. And that was the other reason Jeff said that I can only have one flower box. He basically was like, I want to see if you're going to take... I'm like a child. He's like, I want to see if you're going to have time to take care of this one flower box this year. And then if you are, maybe next year you can get another flower box. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that seems fine. If you're going to do it and pay for it, I will not complain. I'll just be enjoying my one flower box then. Thank you. I'm sorry, it's not flowers. This one is for vegetables. I get one vegetable box. I can have all the flower pot plants that I want. So this is pretty cool, huh? Not like super in love with this humongous jump ring, but I don't have another one up here, but it's fine. I look like I am crying all the time right now. From the pollen. Got really bad allergies. Besides. Thanks for the info, Karen. Haven't heard about that, but I will check it out. What is it called? Had-a-day drops? The ones that they're once a day. They really help with allergy eyes. Oh my goodness. Now, let me ask you, you ladies might know about this. I need help. Okay, so I'm on the new lifestyle. Bitch, okay. Whatever. I'm on the new lifestyle. And let me just tell you why I'm on the new lifestyle. I have to be on the new lifestyle pretty much because I was supposed to be on the lifestyle before, you know, when I had like my mini stroke or whatever. And I was really bad about things. But I'm trying to be better. I had to get myself into a position of being, you know, mentally in the right place to want to change my life, so I did that. I'm trying to be healthy, but also my doctor says that I have to try to lose some weight. Now, as you know, I have urticaria. And so if you don't know what that is, basically I have chronic urticaria. There's a whole bunch of types, and the moral of the story is I'm allergic to everything. I'm allergic to the sun, I'm allergic to the water, I'm allergic to my own sweat, I'm allergic to everything, and it makes me break out in hives, and it closes up my throat so that I cannot breathe. So it's like death. That's what it is. So as you might imagine, exercising is quite a problem. So the only thing I can really control is the food portion, right? I mean, I'm working up to doing some like walking and things, but it takes like, I have to get myself into, like, I get some tolerance for sweating before that happens, otherwise I might die. So anyway, I'm working on the food part right now, and I've started doing the food part. I've been doing it for not very long, like 3-4 days. Got this stupid little calorie counter thing on my phone. And I know there's a whole bunch of ways to do this. I don't think I like this. No, I don't like that. I don't have any. Do I have one more set of the French earring wires in here? I do not. Okay, well, I'm going to put French earring wires on here so I don't have to add any more jump rings to these. But I think they're cool. Anyway, the moral of all this, all that to say this, I started eating good food. I'm eating vegetables and salads, and I'm only eating so many whatever calories they said I should eat based on all these things, and not as much salt and all that. And then my face decided that it's just gonna break out. It's just gonna be horrible breakout horribleness. Now I was looking this up, and they said, oh, this is my body like trying to get rid of all these things that are stored up in it, trying to get the toxins out now that I'm eating good food. Is that like a thing? Is that really real, or are these people just lying to me on the internet? Get a Fitbit to count your movements. Oh, Karen, I had a Fitbit. I just threw it right in the trash. Threw it in the trash. You want to know why I threw it in the trash? I had used it for like, it was like a couple of months, and yeah, it made me angry, and it made me want to rebel against myself. Did not put me in a good emotional space, so I just threw it away. My friend Melissa just freaked out. I'm just like, no, we're done. I do understand that it is good to have. I don't do any like hardcore exercises because of my urticaria. So I do have a step counter on my cell phone, so I can use that. And this calorie thing that I got, it allows me to enter the steps so that I can know, But I have to just like do it manually. Oh, Randy, this is terrible. Look into Whole30. It is basically just eating real non-processed foods. Yeah, well, that's what I do. Also, I was on paleo for a long time because I've done this before. This is like a thing that I've done before. And I was on paleo for a long time, and not really paleo, but just basically like non-processed foods. So like fruits, vegetables, meat, like kind of like the caveman kind of thing. Like if you can go out and pick it in nature, then you can eat it, kind of deal. I'm missing one. And oh, they're cards. I just realized these are cards. Okay, I like cards. I thought they were just like, I don't know, and I looked at them, they didn't look like whatever. I did paleo for over a year. So there's something about sugar that doesn't agree with my skin. Like carbohydrates and sugar that like for my actual skin, and I don't know if it has anything to do with like my urticaria or what. But like when I eat a lot of sugar and stuff, like my like I'll get like blisters on my skin. Like I have one right now on my face, and it's like making my eye swell up. I haven't been eating sugar. This is from not eating bad food, and now they say it's trying to like get out, but I have like this big thing right here, and it's like very painful. And I mean, it's just like a pimple or whatever, but it like made my whole face swell up because my skin is weird. I have weird skin. I don't know why. Anyway, so I was just wondering if that's like a thing that really happens. You start eating good and then your body's just like, hey, we're not used to this. We're going to purge all these other things and cause you all kinds of havoc. The other reason I wanted to be on the new lifestyle is because I got to get some more energy. You know? I got to have a little more energy, and I got to not eat so much sugar because my doctor says that I don't want to become diabetic. And that's true, I do not. I do not want to be diabetic. That sucks. But, of course, I have a predisposition because I am Native American, and there's a lot of women in my family who had diabetes. My grandma died from diabetes, so, you know, got to get with it here. This one's being problematic. I gotta get my face down here really close. I'm in the trenches. Oh, hold on. This is one of the reasons that I struggle with this. There we go. And sometimes I just use a jump ring because sometimes it's hard to get them on there if I wrap them up too tight. See, now it's not moving. It's not moving how I would like. There it goes. Okay. We made it. I'm going to message you on Facebook. I won't take up time here for the thing. Okay. Cool. But yeah, so anyways, that's kind of what I got going on. I'm just trying to, you know, do self-improvement. I'm kind of doing it like kind of angrily, but it's fine. It's fine. So then I got Jeff on it too because I was like, I can't do this by myself because you're just in here just cooking all kinds of, you know how he likes to cook all the food. And I'm just like, we gotta have a conversation about this. So I guess I'm really gonna have to be on top of doing my garden so I can have all my vegetables. Can you show the card up close, please? I don't know what it is. Can you show the card? These cards? It's just like, it's cards. Like when you hold your cards in a book, like Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 9. Maybe for our card playing people, which is me. I like to play cards, so I'm down. I would wear these. Malicious compliance. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I have quit a lot of things in my life, and here's the thing that I know about me. Personally, I am a very rebellious person. I do not like being told what to do, ever, for any reason, about anything, even if I'm wrong. It's like a fault. It's like a character defect, but that's who I am. And so I try not to set myself up where I want to rebel against myself, because it's so bad that I even rebel against myself. So I have to take time to mentally prepare myself, like, this is what I'm going to do. This is something I want to do. Why do I want this? Like, I got to make charts. It's a whole thing. So once I've convinced myself that this is going to be good for me and I need to do it, then I'm willing to go ahead and do it. But until then, I'm just like, no. So, moral of that story is knowing yourself is very important. You guys, I just ordered 3 of these because somebody keeps asking me. I can't remember who it is. They're always asking me about my sparkly plier, my square one. So I ordered 3 of them so that I can sell them on the website when they get here. And then is it hanging right? And it is. I am just like you, Randy. I question everything and I have to be convincing myself as well. I have a mojo pork cooking. House smells wonderful. Still need to make black beans. Guys are having burrito bowls. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful, Karen. I'll go have burrito bowls at Karen's house. Karen, where's your house? Where are you home basing? Aren't you in Maine or something? Pennsylvania? Over there? Over there someplace? Perfect. Oh yeah. I like the tiny needle nose pliers that you're working with. Oh, Gloria, these ones, these black ones. We always sell these on my website. I get these at Taylor's Falls. I don't think there's any up there right now because they're sold out. They generally sell out every week. Like, everybody loves these. We just call them the black pliers that I use. They're not like name brand. I don't even know what brand they are, but they're amazing. Life changing, and they're $10. They're like $9.99. So I'll get some when I go to Taylor's Falls on Friday. And then this is the other one that I always use. I really like it. And honestly, I just got this one. This is like a tinier square one. And I got this one when I started the missing link because I felt like I would probably need the tinier space. Because, oh, this is not it. I have one that matches this zebra set that is square, but it's significantly larger. It's like twice the size as this one. It's a square plier, but it's like twice the size. So I got this is my sparkly one, and I love it. So I got a couple extra ones that I'm gonna post up next week. Can you get me a plier? I absolutely can. I will write it down so I don't forget. Put packages on the porch. Gloria. Black pliers. My dogs are having it out and making me crazy. Oh no. Oh, you guys. Lily, I was like, oh, Lily, you know, she like wants to stay outside. And I was like, no, that's fine. You can stay outside. She's really good and stuff, so she doesn't like howl or bark or carry on. So I'm like, yeah. Jeff came home yesterday and he's like, Lily can't be in the yard by herself anymore. And I was like, why? She dug a 2-foot hole by the house. And I was like, oh, you naughty dog. Those tiny needle nose pliers are so great. I had to get 2 of them for my husband. Yes, they're great. Everyone should have 2 or more. I have 2. I should have more. And I've had this one. I don't know if this is my travel. Maybe this is my travel one. The one I had, I got when I very first started beading, and it still works. Sounds delicious. Maryland. I live central to Baltimore and D.C. This area is not built up yet. Maryland. Oh, okay, I was off a little bit. I was thinking it was Maine. I mean, if we're being honest, I'm just trying to map out my tuna fishing trip. Like, who can I stay with who lives in Maine when I go to see Marciano and go to catch the tuna fish? I would love to live in the country, but I'd be too far away from my son and family. She was going to China. Who's going to China? Lily. Oh, Lily was going to China. Yeah, she was. She was, but I don't know what happened. I was just like, what are you doing, crazy girl? So now she has to be in the house, and she doesn't really like it too much, but I take her out. I have 4 pair, 2 for home and 2 for travel. Yeah, because sometimes you got to share, Rosanna, when you go traveling. Your friends come over and then they're like, oh, I don't have any tools. And then you either have 2 or you have to give them yours and share. And I don't like to share tools. It's another thing about me that I know. I just don't like it. I don't like to have to wait for them. Just have your own tools. Just have extra tools at the house for friends. She's probably going to go to Russia to tell Putin a thing or two. Oh, boy. I don't know where she was going, but she was doing stuff. Randy, can you add 2 pair to my list from TF? Sure. I'll write it down. Happy. Pliers. Got it. Yeah, so anyways, we have officially accomplished making our earrings. Well, I got these 2 left, but I don't have charms picked out for them. But I'll just whip those up. So now I got some earrings to put on my little earring racks, because I got the 2 earring racks that are downstairs. Brandon brought everything downstairs, so like all my freight and everything. And there's this big huge box, and I'm like, what is this? And I open it up, and it was earring racks that have not been put together. I'm like, oh. So I gotta do that. So I am going to go to Taylor's Falls on Friday. Today I'm just going to be packing and shipping all day. It's probably going to take me the rest of all day to get through the orders. Maybe not though. So I'm going to be packing and shipping. So you can be expecting little messages coming in from Thunderhorse Descendant saying that we're packing orders, because that's what I'm doing. And then tomorrow I will be live for morning coffee, because it's Friday. And then after that I'm going to go to Taylor's Falls. And I'm excited because I haven't got to see my friends since I came back from vacation. So I'm going to go do that, hang out, eat food, but it's okay because right next to Juneberry, and Juneberry has all the like the organic healthy food, so that's fine. I don't have card charms, but I have chess pieces. Oh, that's fun. That's fun, Gloria. I love fun earrings. I have green butterflies and 2 black deer laces already on the list. Green butterflies and 2 black deer laces. I'll have to look at the list, Patty. I honestly haven't looked at it. And then I gotta go to Kohl's. I ordered some corks. They came in, 350 corks. They don't fit. So I actually contacted, but it's fine, because they were like particle corks. And I don't want particle corks. I want corks, if that makes sense. Like all cork, not particle cork. Because when you pull particle cork in and out, it can crumble, right? So you don't want that, because I'm making my essential oil bottles. So I actually got into contact with a cork place, like this is all they do, and I ordered some, and they said they're going to ship them. Now, they were a little more expensive, but we'll see what happens. So I got to take these other corks back to Kohl's, because that's our Amazon pickup point or whatever, drop-off point. And then I do have to do that. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I have the card charms, but mine are silver. Really? I don't even know where these came from. They're cute, though. I would wear card charms to my card party that I have on Wednesdays. Yes, I would. Make sure you eat healthy on Friday while you are out. If they don't think you can carry your snacks with you. Yeah. And I got my bag. I got my 31 bag with my beads, so I can put snacks in there. I'm on it. I can do it. Oh, all right, guys. Well, I suppose I better quit messing around here. I got to do my dishes, and then I'm going to go downstairs and start packing orders. So you will be hearing from me today. But I hope you have a wonderful, spectacular, amazing... I play Yahtzee on Friday. Oh, Patty, did you see my Yahtzee bracelets I made? Oh, I have Yahtzee bracelets. They say Yahtzee on them, and they have little dice, and then they're like adjustable. I made them for all the people in my family when we had the Yahtzee tournament. I hope you guys have a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day. I've been putting fun little things in your shipping, and you're gonna get your shipping, and you're gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, it's cute, and I like to do shipping sometimes. So you'll notice that they're different. But anyways, it's been super fun. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Susan says goodbye. Bye, Susan. Don't forget to post what's on your bead mats today in the group. And don't forget to say something nice about a specific detail about somebody's post, and then pose a question so that we might cultivate better relationships in our group. I hope you all have a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Oh, don't forget to email me if you want stuff from the store. Thunderhorse Descendant at Gmail. One word. Thunderhorse Descendant at gmail.com.